Emma Collins was a young woman with a passion for running. Ever since she was a child, she had dreamed of becoming a professional marathon runner. She grew up in a small town where opportunities were few, but her determination to succeed was limitless. She ran every day, rain or shine, pushing herself harder and harder, always with her eye on the goal of one day competing in the world's biggest marathons. As she entered her 20s, Emma started to participate in local races and gradually built a reputation as a strong competitor. Her times were impressive, and she quickly became known as a rising star in the running community. It seemed like everything was falling into place, and her dream of becoming a professional athlete was within reach. But life has a way of testing those with big dreams, and Emma was no exception. Just as she was about to enter her first major marathon, Emma was involved in a car accident. The injuries she sustained were severe. Her right leg was shattered, requiring multiple surgeries and months of rehabilitation. Doctors told her that it would be a long time before she could walk properly again, let alone run. For the first time in her life, Emma felt truly defeated. All the years of training, the sacrifices, the early mornings, and the late nights seemed to be for nothing. The future she had worked so hard for was suddenly ripped away, leaving her with an uncertain path ahead. But Emma was not one to give up easily. As she lay in her hospital bed, she made a promise to herself. She would not let this setback define her. No matter how long it took, she would run again. The road to recovery was excruciatingly slow. The first few weeks were spent relearning how to walk, each step a painful reminder of how far she was from where she once was. Her muscles had weakened, and her body had lost the conditioning it once had. But Emma's spirit was unbroken. Every day, she pushed herself a little harder. She started with small goals, walking a few extra steps, increasing the resistance on the exercise bike, and gradually, beginning to jog on a treadmill. The process was grueling, and there were days when the pain seemed too much to bear. But Emma kept her promise to herself. She refused to give up, knowing that perseverance was the only path to reclaiming her dream. Months turned into a year, and by the time Emma was able to run again, she was no longer the same person she had been before the accident. She was stronger, not just physically, but mentally. She had learned the true meaning of resilience, of pushing forward even when the odds were stacked against you. Finally, the day came when Emma felt ready to compete again. She entered a local 10K race, nervous but determined. As she stood at the starting line, she felt a wave of emotion wash over her. This race was not just a competition. It was a testament to her journey, to the power of perseverance in the face of adversity. When the gun went off, Emma ran with everything she had. The wind in her face, the pounding of her heart, and the cheers of the crowd all reminded her of why she had fought so hard to get back to this point. She finished the race, not in first place, but with a sense of victory that far surpassed any medal. Word of Emma's comeback spread quickly, and she became an inspiration to many. She was invited to speak at schools and events, sharing her story of perseverance and the lessons she had learned along the way. Emma's message was simple but powerful. Setbacks are not the end of the road. They are opportunities to discover what you're truly made of. Eventually, Emma went on to compete in marathons again, and although she never became the world champion she once dreamed of being, she achieved something far more meaningful. She became a symbol of resilience, proving that the power of perseverance can turn even the darkest moments into triumphs. Emma's journey taught her that success isn't just about winning. It's about the courage to keep going, no matter how many times you're knocked down. And in that, she found a sense of fulfillment that no trophy could ever provide.